Viewer discretion is advised. Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I know we talked about it briefly in the beginning of the stream, but I really want to talk about the Kwebbelkop shit. Because I've been paying attention to this more than I care to admit, and it's been going on for weeks, and I have never made a dedicated stream to it or made my opinions known. I find it to be this disgusting cash grab of an individual that built a fan base off of their personality, off of what they used to love, got burnt out, and instead of just leaving and reinvesting into other ventures, like other creators that I've had the pleasure of talking to over the past year, right? An example is that Diesel is working on his Mana Potion coffee, but at the same time is still doing YouTube content. It's still the person and the individual, the YouTuber, to make the content. I respect that more than anything. And then, or you leave and you just do new shit and still retain the name of a large YouTuber or a YouTube legend or a YouTuber in general, right? Those people I have significant amounts of respect for because they either left the game and they left successful and did something brand new, or they're still successful, still doing the right thing, still doing the thing that they love, but they're also still doing something on the side for themselves and doing something that's different and breaking up the monotony. Kwebbelkop can be put into that category of trying to change up the monotony of his channel and his life by making new content. Look, new content, right? Or something new for him to work on. The problem is, in what he's doing, is that he isn't innovating. He isn't changing. He's just too lazy to make the content that works for him and his audience. He's too lazy to do it himself. So he's having an AI he's having the AI do all of the reactions, all of the video. He has an AI character that fills in so that he doesn't have to be in it anymore. I can't imagine doing that. Now, his defense, and I've seen it all over the goddamn place, is this is the future of content creation. This is the future. This is the future. This is the future. This is the future. I don't like that future. I don't like the idea that YouTube will become a soulless cash grab, which technically it is, right? But if you're going to continue making YouTube videos, put your personality into it still. Don't have an AI do it. And I understand that he created the software AR. I'm not going to argue that point. That is innovative to the idea that he can make something like that. But it's either do that or move on or merge the two together. But the thing is that how he's merging it, he's saying this is full-fledged the future of content creation. This is the future of my channel. This is more successful than my channels have ever been. I'm going to come back on top. This is how I'm getting my life back. This is how I'm getting my channel back, my viewership. I didn't fall off because I'm coming up again. And it's there's nothing about you in there. Did you make the software? Sure. But that video isn't you. You're not working with the editors on these videos, I can guess, because that's baseline barrel stupid easy content, right? Reacting to GTA videos or doing Minecraft videos where it's oh my god, I'm gonna do Minecraft with only one block. That shit is not fucking the most amazing content of all time, Mr. Beast level shit, right? That's not what it is at all. And I feel we could all agree here on that point. I'm not saying commentary is the greatest fucking thing ever either. I'm just saying his form of content is very easy, very digestible, and for a certain audience, children, right? With Kwebbelkop, he's trying to recapture his glory by not putting in his own personality into it anymore. He doesn't want to do it anymore, so instead of actually doing it, he's having a robot do it for him. That's lazy. That's not the future. That's not what you should want for the future of YouTube, where it's all AI generated creators where their faces are just scanned and then put into a random corner of the screen and just going, wow, wow, oh, that TikTok's crazy. That's not what we need it to be. Sniper Wolf's content sucks fucking ass, but at least she's in the fucking video. At least she's in the video. How could I say that Sniper Wolf has a better leg on content than this motherfucker? That's crazy to me. So Kwebbelkop has been fucking arguing with every content creator under the sun. VTubing is different. That's still a creator. That's still a creator behind the avatar. That's still their personality. That's not an AI-generated personality based on the voice inflections of an individual or how they actually get excited at something, or maybe they slipped up on something, and that's human, right? Like, that's human. Still, even though it's behind a character, there's still a human behind the mocap. That's not what's happening with Kwebbelkop. Kwebbelkop is feeding lines into an AI. That's different. That's different. Entirely different than VTubing. And Kwebbelkop doesn't, like, get that. You know what I mean? No, I get it, C-Louse. I get it. But that's a good argument to make, because that's an argument he's been kind of making. Where it's like, well, all the VTubers are getting big, so if I make a VTuber AI and not have to put in any work or my personality, the VTuber AI will make way more views, way more money, way more less issues for me, and I don't have to focus on making the thing that my audience is there for. Me. My personality. Who I am. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool if you want to watch it, someone, but understand that this is not a good thing. And Kwebbelkop is making it out like it is the best goddamn thing on planet Earth. This dude really, really, really does not want to put in the work whatsoever. And I know he's done it for 10 plus years, but either get an editor and work that way and lighten your own load, but still upload yourself, your personality in there. So the Seinfeld AI, let me argue that point real quick. The Seinfeld AI was specifically designed because they were like, wouldn't it be funny if we did like AI, but just call it like have Jerry Seinfeld, like a character that looks like Jerry Seinfeld say shit that an AI would generate? That's different than what Kwebbelkop's doing. Kwebbelkop is essentially copying and pasting his own content in that system and still doing it, but not being a part of it. He's literally just rehashing the same shit he's done for years, but he doesn't want to put the work in anymore. Do you kind of see where I'm coming from here? It's a little bit different. AI could be a fun thing for you to do, but saying that's the future of content creation in general, I don't agree with. Because how I look at it is that content creation is the human being behind it. I truly believe that. I believe an individual, a human on the screen, or even a human's voice. You don't even need to see their face. An actual person is real content creation. That's literally what it is. He wants all the benefits for little to no work anymore.
At one point, one of the most
But like Kwebbelkop's not a VTuber. He's not a VTuber. He is a dude that wants to put in no work but reap the benefits. That's the issue.
gaming
And Internet Anarchist made a really good video after the Sunny V2 video. And I want to jump to this one because he uses a lot of points from Sunny V2 and Moist Critical.
To fully capture just how large of a downfall Kwebbelkop witnessed, we first need to go back into the past to fully garner just how successful his channel once was. Kwebbelkop, also known as Jordy, started his YouTube journey on the 2nd of April 2008. Over the following 3 years, Jordy would simply be a consumer on the platform, as it wasn't until the 3rd of May 2011 that Jordy would upload his first video. The video was about what you could expect for a 16-year-old playing his Xbox 360 in his bedroom. Jordy would post
So this is where my argument's going to come into play here, right? How are you going to have a story about an AI? An up-and-coming story. How are you going to have a story from like a rise to greatness moment? You know what I mean? Somebody that really worked hard and put in the effort and actually over a 10-year span created his own empire, his own creation, his own life. He dedicated it to something and then put that in the hands of an AI. or replace yourself with the AI. I couldn't imagine myself uploading to this channel with a Chris the Narc AI. Nobody would want that. I fucking wouldn't want it because that's not me. That is a copy of me. That's a copy of me. That's not a real human.
This run was fueled by Jordy's ability to connect and grow with other creators in his niche, which was best described by Sunny in his video titled How Kwebbelkop lost his entire audience in 1 year, where he would state,
For example, Jordy was a master at collaborating with other YouTubers.
I'm a YouTuber. I want to know more YouTubers. I want to get to know all the YouTubers. I want my friends to be YouTubers or people that are doing similar stuff.
This became most evident after forming a YouTube trio known as Robust, which included Kwebbelkop alongside 2 other familiar faces, Jelly and Slogo Man.
So this is another thing, right? If content creators go solely to AI, right? There's no human interaction anymore. There's no like groups. There's no collaborations. Can you technically have the 2 AIs collaborate with each other? Probably, but there's none of that magic. There's none of that human magic. There's not that human fucking touch. Like, I'm all okay with robots, right? Like, I'm cool with the idea. I think the AI. I think the AI. This is how I can word it, right? I think the idea of AI is interesting on theory and paper. Can it help people collect information at a much faster rate and help scientists and shit? Probably. The consumer should not have AI, nor should the military have AI, or shit, really anybody. Like I said, scientists, but like that's for like basic data research, right? Or basic scrubbing of the internet to find specific information that they are working on something else and they have this AI go in, help out with that. Not to be used for public consumption. I don't like the idea of ChatGPT. I don't like the idea of a lot of the AI shit. Is the AI shit funny? Yeah, especially the tipster AIs. I'm not here to like shit on the idea of it full-heartedly, right? But when you start to implement it into your content and make it the sole focus of your content after building yourself up as a human personality, I look at that as a slap in the face to the audience. I look at that as all of these people subscribed for you and they like you. They're not going to like the AI. It's not you. It's a copy of you so that you don't have to do the work.
Kwebbelkop explained that his first viral video with over 14 million views was him, Jelly, and Slogo simply messing around on GTA 5. As their relationship strengthened, a video where Kwebbelkop simply met Jelly in real life for the first time gained over 12 million views. The trio were even picked up by PewDiePie's YouTube network Revel Mode, alongside Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, with the subscriber count of Kwebbelkop, Jelly, and Slogo being the best piece of evidence for the success they'd find as a trio. In addition to forming the Robust group, Jordy began dating fellow YouTuber Azzyland in 2016, with Azzy herself having a multi-million subscriber count at the time, meaning that they could collaborate on various different videos, providing further growth for each creator.
Fast forward 4 more years of almost daily uploads, and although Jordy witnessed unimaginable levels of success that would ultimately solidify his name in YouTube history, he would also begin to feel burnout. Burnout is a state of complete mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion that
I love that these essayists have to explain what burnout is. Like, I know what that is. You know what that is. If you're an adult, you know what the hell a burnout is. You fucking know. You know what burnout is. Like, you're not retarded. Like, you fucking know. What if people subscribe to an avatar and voice which doesn't exist to begin with? Always wanted to generate a YouTuber which says ridiculous stuff without my name attached to it, laughing my ass off. You could do that, but like that, you've already started the path of creating content like that. I'm not a big fan of content like that. I'm not going to, tout it as a good idea, right? But I'm not going to shit on it either. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you can't do this. You can't do that. But what I'm trying to get at, right, is that in the event that you decide to make content and you put in 10 years of your life to it, you build an audience that knows you for you that actually like you, right? The audience has a connection to you. And then you switch it to being AI focused because you don't want to put the work in anymore because you had burnout. That to me comes across as like, I want to keep doing this, but I don't want to put the work in. Thank you, Star. I corrected it. My dyslexia acts up. But that's my response to that. If you start off making AI content, whatever. I'm not here to like say never do that. But if you build an audience of real human beings based on your personality and who you are as a person and not the AI originally, and then flip, you're a dick. I think it's a soulless cash grab. Most people don't really care about personalities anymore, you know? See, that's the thing, is a lot of people think like that. They're like, well, nobody really cares about personalities. Streamers primarily work off of personality. That's the thing. Streamers live off of that. Content creators that show their face or make original content or a form of content that's different than others, that's you know, them, right? Like, that's their personality. That's who they are. People like Too Mad before all the craziness happened because he was an unabashed fucking edgy guy that said edgy shit all the time and did edgy content all the time. People like Colossal's Crazy's videos not because they're just well structured, it's because Colossal commands a level of respect with his personality. People love or hate Keemstar because of his personality. If Drama Alert, let's use an example, right? If the FouseyTube documentary by Colossal is Crazy did not have Clown's personality and his own approach to it, and his way of doing things, it wouldn't be entertaining. If Drama Alert back in the day was Keemstar sitting there going, well, we're going into the news. Here's the news, guys. Mini Lad is a pedophile, allegedly. I don't know. You know, like, do you see what I'm talking about with that, Silaus? You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? I'm not saying the bigger streamers. Those dudes started off like, I don't know what happened with them, but they flipped. They became people that have no personality. It's crazy to me. The majority of people that make content want you to like their personality. That's why so many YouTubers are afraid to be looked at poorly. They're terrified to be looked at poorly because they want people to like them, their personality, who they are. That's why all the YouTubers that hate drama and hate getting involved in drama are terrified of their audience finding out that they were involved in something. You see what I'm talking about? A real content creator puts their personality out there. Why do you think people like Moist Critical? People like Moist Critical and like Charlie, really love Charlie, because Charlie is his unabashed self, and his personality has always been in the content. Forever. It hasn't changed. People watched Fousey because of all of his prank channel shit, but now that his personality was exposed, nobody likes it. You see what I'm talking about there? The concept of personality being important, whether it's positive or negative, to a content creator is important. You need to have personality. You need to have something that people can latch on to and go, I can see myself in that guy. Or, I really like this guy's personality. I like what he's doing. I like his content. I like everything about him. There you go. Yeah, that's the thing is like the soul of content is important. The soul in of itself, the human connection aspect of creating content is important. You don't have to like the people that like you, but people like an example, Leon. Leon doesn't like anybody, right? I know he likes people, but he'll never admit it publicly, and I'm probably going to get yelled at for saying that. But people like that personality where he is unabashed himself, and he's like, go fuck yourself. People like that personality a lot. Speaks to his numbers, 200 and something thousand subscribers. If I sat here and was boring as shit the whole time, every stream, all the time, nobody would watch. I would have 10 viewers every stream. If I sat here and was just like, well, we're going to go over the news. Let's talk about EDP. Yeah, he's a pedophile. Isn't that crazy? Oh, what's next? You know, like can't wrap my head around not having a personality in your content. That's why the Kwebbelkop thing to me like blows my fucking mind. Is that somebody is so lackadaisical with the idea that they could just say, you know what, I'm going to replace myself with an AI and I'm just not going to give a shit. This is the future because I had burnout.
Completely takes the fun out of whatever you are doing. With that being said, it's often the #1 killer of YouTube careers, as without motivation there is no content, and without content there is no audience, and without the audience there is no money flowing through. However, entering 2021, Geordie thought he had come up with a genius idea to solve the problem in its entirety and change the landscape of YouTube forever. Geordie began his mission to remove the human side of making content by using a variety of AI tools ranging from AI editing to voice cloning and idea generation, and with this launched a YouTube channel called Bloo. Bloo was a VTuber created by Geordie. The VTuber was operated by motion capture software paired with voice cloning AI. The Bloo character was able to be played by everyone and anyone who stepped in front of the camera.
So you see this right here? You know how I said the mocap is important to a certain degree, right? Did you hear the part that they added? Like, in there? Did you notice that part?
Software paired with voice cloning AI.
Paired with voice cloning AI. So they got the mocap of the person, but the personality isn't there. The human isn't there. You see what I'm talking about? If you remove one thing, the whole thing falls apart. It's not a human. It's not a personality. It's a fucking machine. Sure, did you get human movements? Yeah, fine. What about the voice? What about the soul of the person? What about the individual that's actually trying to give their opinions or their real, honest reactions to shit? You see what I'm talking about?
The Bloo character was able to be played by everyone and anyone who stepped in front of the camera, and this project would be a huge success for Geordie, with the first video amassing over 600,000 views, and the channel gaining tens of thousands of subscribers with each passing month. It's also safe to say that the content attracted a largely child-centric audience, who wouldn't have cared
Bro, Internet Anarchist, just be honest. He attracted a child-centric audience. No fucking grown adult is watching this shit. I can tell you, like, right out the fucking bat. Right off the bat. This is not what adults are watching. I'm sorry. No full-grown adult is watching a Bloo video with the amount of editing and fucking ridiculous bullshit you're about to witness. We haven't even got to the short clip that he shows where this is the content of it. And you tell me if adults watch this shit.
The fact that the channel had no authentic personality or human being to truly latch onto, since they're more fixated on the overstimulating editing and sound effects in each video.
Giant Batman wants to eat the city! It's my goal to stop him by becoming the fattest nap so I can eat him! Oh my god, guys, this giant Batman's gonna eat this building! I have to stop him by eating his fingers! Nom, 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 nom. Ah, my god!
Whilst the content
Does that look like content that a grown adult would watch? Huh? Is that content somebody from the ages of like 18 to 60 would watch? That's the kind of shit that a kid with severe ADHD would be watching. If Smaggle watches this, he needs to get smacked upside the fucking head. I'm telling him now.
was relatively soulless compared to Geordie's usual videos, it was kept on a separate channel from Kwebbelkop.
Yeah, this is an AI voice generated mo capture VTuber. So they only got the mocap for the head movements and stuff, right? And like opening the eyes and the mouth and everything like that. So they got those on multiple takes, and then they feed AI voice lines to it through an AI generating clone.
Curve the divide between the soulless corporate-feeling AI-generated eye candy for children and the more personable content posted onto Kwebbelkop. The Bloo channel would mush out 783 uploads as of this recording, resulting in over 295 million views, coupled with 797,000 subscribers, which even with a conservative guess of $2 per 1,000 views, would roughly equate to $590,000 in profit from AdSense alone. And that's without including sponsor deals, which generally make up for a large portion of a creator's revenue. Speaking of sponsors, this video has no sponsor, so
Okay.
if you could subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. According to Sunny, the dream of effortless AI-generated wealth would begin to get to his head, and in return, get in the way of his usual content.
One of the biggest lessons I've learned in business is that pretty much everything you dream is possible. Cloning yourself, too easy. 4 years ago, I was in the middle of a burnout. Made 3 videos per day and streamed 2 to 3 hours per day. I wished I could clone myself, so I did.
Right there, this tweet thread right here shows the mindset of what he was going for. He was working really hard. He was putting out 3 videos per day. Dude, you don't have to do that to yourself. You really don't. You already had an established fan base. Everything is there. You had to change the formula just a little bit and just marginally change over a period of time instead of just switching. Boom. I cloned myself. I made an AI version of myself so I don't have to put the work in. Do you see where the frustration in lies? Where I'm at with this? You kind of see where I'm coming from here? This isn't him going around and being like, I've created a whole genre of new content. This is him recycling his old shit because he's too lazy to do it himself. And he wanted to clone someone else to do it instead of stepping back and going, I don't think I can do 3 uploads per day anymore. I can't do 3 fucking videos per day. I can't do it. Maybe I'll go down to 1, see how that works, play around with it another time, and then go from there. You see that? That's frustrating for the fans, the people that support you and watch you, that you just clone yourself with an AI. Just slow down. You can slow down and still be successful at things.
4 years ago, I was in
like, that's how a healthy mindset works. You could be running on all pistons all the time, but you're going to burn yourself out fast. Take time. Look back. Look at what you could do better. Try to articulate your points better, or even just build something different. Try your hardest to like put in the effort, but never remove who you are. Kwebbelkop did that. He removed himself and then cloned an AI copy of him.
Of a burnout, made 3 videos per day and streamed 2 to 3 hours per day. I wished I could clone myself, so I did. What Kwebbelkop is referring to in this Twitter thread is a channel he launched 1 month after the Drum with Tiger, which posts gaming videos and uses an AI character as the main personality within the videos. Now, there's nothing wrong with anyone beginning a second channel, but when looking at the numbers, it's obvious that this new AI channel going by the name of Bloo was seriously fragmenting Geordie's attention on the main channel. It was launched in May 2021 and began to do 4 million views per month instantly, yet if we look at the Kwebbelkop channel, May 2021 was also the point at which his viewership declined from an average of 100 million views per month to 60 million views per month.
Do you see that? Did you hear that? The new endeavor of creating this Bloo AI channel took away from what he was doing on his original channel, which means it put him lower in the algorithm settings. It put him lower in the AdSense settings. He's not uploading as much to the main channel, the thing that should be his focus, and moved to another thing, created this thing, looked at that, and then sacrificed everything for that during that time frame, instead of just focusing on what he had in front of him and having someone else handle most of that and then go over and go, okay, maybe we change this around. You know what I mean? Like, have an editor, have somebody do that, and still be in charge of it to some degree. He put all of his attention to the Bloo channel.
Kwebbelkop began to celebrate the strides that his AI channel was doing, yet he also seemed completely oblivious to the massive decline that was happening on his main channel. His average monthly viewership was down by 40 million on Kwebbelkop while he was celebrating 4 million views a month on.
That's exactly what I'm trying to get at, someone, is that he automated one channel, saw the success on that channel, and then said, fuck it, I'm going to do the same thing to my main channel because I don't want to put the effort in to my main channel anymore. You see what we're all finally on the same page here? I love that we had a good, healthy conversation about it, because this AI thing is a fucking nightmare to debate.
Bloo. It was the very definition of the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither, and this decline on the main channel brought about further changes, which would ultimately make things even worse.
On the 19th of February 2022, Geordie would publish a video to the Kwebbelkop channel titled My Most Important Video, where Geordie would state that he would be discontinuing the daily uploads and would be instead moving to post the best possible content for his viewers.
Which is a good idea. Right there. You see what I just said? Did you see what I just said? Remember when I said slow up, make the best content, change the formula a little bit, put more effort into it. You don't need to upload daily. He puts out a video stating, I want to give more to you guys and put more effort in my videos instead of just every single fucking day uploading 3 videos a day. That is a great idea. Too bad he decided to go the lazy route. You see how my argumentation points are connecting to this point?
After 10 years, I realized that I'm simply not as young and energetic as I was before.
Which is fine.
Before, I was able to just push everything on the side and just grind and make YouTube videos. I'm now much older, and that's really not possible anymore. I'm kind of confronted with these things. I'm having a hard time being creative. I'm having a hard time having fun in my job. I'm having a hard time sleep. I'm always worrying about YouTube, always thinking about YouTube. And That's why I'm making this video. I'm not enjoying it as much as I was before. Now, in the meantime, I've also started a few other businesses which I'm very passionate about. I started a video game company where we're making one of the best, one of the coolest games ever, and it's gonna be insane, and I can't say anything about it because I signed a lot of contracts for it. I'm also running other YouTube channels and inspiring people to create. This virtual YouTuber called Bloo. And I even started a cryptocurrency NFT business where I create tools.
You already lost me at the NFT business. You lost me at the cryptocurrency NFT shit. You lost me. I was like, you know what? It's good. He's diversifying. He's putting more out there. He's working on this project and that project. You see what I was talking about, right? If he slows up, he gets to do other projects that don't have such a significant burnout on the main channel. Great idea, right? We all agree that was a great idea. He's stretching himself too thin. And then he decides to make an AI version of himself. I don't like the NFT shit.
Tools for creators to make their own NFTs, which is super flippin' awesome. And it's
Notice how he was like saying all the right things, and now with hindsight, we're all like, wait a minute.
blowing up. I got this big office here in Amsterdam, and it feels like I'm really living the dream, doing all these things at the same time. I got a beautiful apartment. I have a lovely girlfriend. Life literally couldn't be better, but then there's this YouTube thing.
I think his brain is built different than us. I personally believe that he's just lazy. Honestly, I think it's a cash grab for his main channel. I think it's because he doesn't want to put the work in anymore. And he decided to replace himself with AI. Instead of just slowing up like he said he was originally going to do. Which would have been totally fine. If he slowed up and uploaded like one video every week. Or every 2 weeks. He could have been fine. Could have been fine. But he decided to upload AI-generated content videos. Of his own likeness. Instead of putting in the work.
It's just consuming me. I was making content just for the sake of being able to post every day. I don't want that. I want to make videos that I put my passion in. I want to make videos that I'm proud of. I want to make videos that I know you want to see. YouTube is still a massive part of me, and I never want to quit. I like genuinely never want to stop uploading content.
Hey guys, question. What do you think the videos... I'm going to be honest with you. You know how he said I want to make like videos I'm proud of, videos that are great for you guys, put in a lot more effort for you guys. Before the AI shit, what do you think he uploaded to the channel? I'm so curious. I'm so curious what you think. Luna, do not spoil it. I'm curious what you think he uploaded. Did he upload a Rice Gum style video where he's flexing on all of his fans about all the money that he made? Did he make Max Mofo style content like the video that you saw with him like drinking drinking Coca-Cola and spitting up on each other? Do you think he created more GTA videos? I'm curious.
If you can tell by the title, or perhaps other videos you've watched covering the topic, this is where the story of Kwebbelkop really starts going downhill, as Sunny would expose the so-called better content in his documentary.
The first 3 videos posted in the days that followed were him bragging about his $10,000 dog, then him bragging about his custom orange G-Wagon, then him bragging about his $7.5 million penthouse apartment.
Amazing content! Definitely put a lot more effort into that, guys. Just way better content for the audience. I bought a $10,000 dog. I bought an orange Jeep. I have a $7 million mansion. These are kids that you made these videos and posted, bro. Like, I hate content like this. I fucking hate people that make content like this. Where they're like, bro, I just bought this nice expensive car. I bought this expensive ass dog. I bought this expensive ass house. Look how much better I'm doing than you, bitch. Like, I hate that shit. Like, sure, you could be proud of what you've done and what you've made money-wise, but, like, you're kind of flexing on an audience that doesn't give a shit about being flexed on. Like, you aren't Rice Gum. You aren't Bryce Hall. You aren't all these fucking people. Like, it's just what it is.
Welcome to my $7.5 million penthouse tour. Let's see if this video can hit 100,000 likes.
And it's just like,
I hate that. Welcome to my $7 million apartment tour. Let's see if this video can get 100,000 likes. makes you look like a vapid douchebag when you do shit like this. It makes you look like a vapid douchebag. That's what it makes you look like. It doesn't look like somebody that is like, thank you for everything that you do for me. We've all made fun of this content before. The Rice Gum content, the Bryce Halls of the fucking world. All these people that flex all their shit. There was a whole era of YouTube where people shit on these guys because they're a bunch of assholes. And he thought this was a better video to upload to his channel. Come on.
Like, why would you post this, dude? Not only have you stated in the past that you apparently don't do YouTube for the money.
I don't care about making an extra buck on YouTube. I don't care about the money. I really genuinely do not do YouTube for the money.
But do you really think the audience wants to open up the YouTube app and instantly see something that makes them feel inferior to you? Do you think new viewers on your channel want to open up the video section and see one video saying, I quit, followed by 3 videos talking about how rich you are? Do you think it's just a coincidence that David Dobrik got cancelled in the same month that he posted his brand new multi-million-dollar house to YouTube? When you invite envy into the life of others, you pay for it in ways which you will not expect. The 3 videos felt like nothing more than a validation-seeking exercise which came off as quite insecure.
Sunny's video would ultimately go mega viral. With the video gaining over 11 million views, it was impossible for Jordy not to see it, with Jordy eventually leaving a comment stating, "Gotta make a comeback now, see you guys in a few months. Thank you for the feedback, I 100% agree with the stuff you're saying here. Too many things at the same time. A little bit of bragging because of insecurities and lack of focus. Let's get back on the grind, bangers incoming."
I don't believe that. Listen, I don't believe that for a fucking second here. Little bit of bragging because of insecurities and lack of focus. I don't believe that. I believe he did that. He made those videos because he thought that that was going to be a good idea to shake up the formula because he's seen other larger YouTubers do it before him. And those guys are still successful to this day. That's where his mind is going. He's like, well, kids like this shit, and I see a bunch of other YouTubers that have millions of views on like, I just took I just did the most expensive this and Mr. Beast content and all this other shit. So I'm going to try and do a flexing video because that's what the kids like, right? I don't believe this shit. I don't believe this. I don't believe this for a fucking second here.
Time. A little bit of
And plus, somebody brought it up in the chat. Luna, if it's not for money, why make the other channels? So let me play a little devil's advocate, right? Let me play like a little devil's advocate. The concept of having multiple channels, but you're not in it for the money. Some people have different channels for different styles of content. Some people have clip videos. Some people have reaction content. Some people have streaming channels. Some people have full-blown mainline YouTube videos and channels, right? Some people like to have different channels for different things to experiment on. Does it earn you a couple of extra bucks? Sure. But most people don't say, I'm not in it for the money, even with multiple channels, then flex that they have a fuck ton of money. It immediately throws into question what you just stated. Why have another channel then? Now it's throwing ambiguity on the other channel. It's just like what Sonny said. Once you invite envy in, it will never go away, and you get criticized for it because people will find things to be pissed off about now. And now that they're digging through his shit because he flexed like a retard, everyone has him in his crosshairs. My issue is I don't give a fuck about the flexing thing. Do I think it's cringe and kind of fucking retarded of him to say I'm going to make better content and then flex on everyone? Absolutely. But whatever. Who cares he made a flexing video at the end of the day? My issue is that he thinks that the world of YouTube is going to be AI generated focused and there's going to be no human interaction left. That's fucking crazy to me.
Because of insecurities and lack of focus. Let's get back on the grind, bangers incoming. Based on the comment alone, it would seem like Jordy took the criticism on the chin and was ready to move on to a better and brighter future thanks to Sunny's critique. But the reign of warranted criticism on Jordy's actions wouldn't end here, as this is where we introduce Penguin Zero, aka Most Critical or Charlie, who would eventually play a massive role in Jordy's downfall. In a video titled Downfall of a Massive YouTuber, Charlie would react to Sunny's Kwebbelkop video, where 13 minutes in, he would call out Jordy for being a shameless cash grab who doesn't care about the content or his audience. Some major foreshadowing for what would play out in the future.
We need to remove the human element. Yes, it sounds crazy, but we need robots.
Do you hear that? We need to remove the human element. We need robots. Bro, that's insane. That's an insane statement to make. We have to remove the human element from everything. And only robots. I just can't imagine saying that and being so confident in it. Yeah, we have to remove all human everything human. We have to remove everything human. I can't picture that. I can't picture that idea, that world at any point. I can't do it. Because without humans, content creation means nothing. It means nothing. Can you have an AI help write your script? Sure. Totally fine. I have no issue with that. If it's for like spelling checks or finding information and making it more cohesive, I don't really care. That's whatever. But if you are going to replace the entirety of the human element, that's my issue.
So we need computers.
That's spoken like a man who really cares about the content. If I'm to own 5 million channels, I realize the weakest link is the goddamn human. Organic is cringe. Machines are the way I do it. So I hired this entire team to build VTubers with AI scripts, to pump out as much shit as I possibly can across 1,000 channels.
And you can start as many channels as you want because they all function under the same brand. It's like Spider-Man, okay? There's so many different Spider-Mans.
Why do you view that as a good thing? Why?
But Charlie has a point that he's about to say here, where he says, why do you view that as a good thing? He just said, I want to make the idea of multiple channels all doing the same thing under one brand. How isn't it about the money, Kwebbelkop? How isn't it about the money? How? You are saying that you are going to make multiple channels under the guise of a brand of all these different AI channels that you solely own or your media company owns. How is it not about the money? How do you not care about money then?
Why do you view this situation as a good thing? I mean, for you, I get it because it's a lot of money, owning all those channels and all the ad revenue. But as someone who keeps presenting himself as a guy who doesn't care about the money and does it for good content, how can you possibly sit here and try and convince your audience of Kwebbelflops that this is a good thing? Just a million channels of completely soulless, generated scripts. This is so shameless. Holy shit.
Huge risk if you invest a lot of money, and if one person leaves, the entire business collapses.
Like, he's convincing his audience that people are the problem.
The following month, Geordie would publish a video titled The Sad Truth About How I Lost My Entire Audience in 1 Year, where he extensively responded to the videos created on him. Whilst this video would seem like a good response on the surface, the statement he made 7 minutes and 17 seconds in would age like milk.
I mean, posting a video a day is insanity. It is crazy, especially if you do multiple videos a day. And after the breakup, I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe I should live my life a little bit more. Maybe I should take more care of myself. I really felt burnt out. I genuinely had a burnout. And after all of that, I just wanted to live a little bit more and just have more fun in life rather than sitting there mindlessly pumping out videos and feeling like I'm just running a machine. That I am a machine.
Then you stop. You stop, you slow up, you make good content that your audience would like. You slow down. You focus on your other ventures and then come back to that channel. You come back to it. Something different, something interesting, something that has you in it. Not a robot.
If this dumbass want to remove the human aspect from content creation, why should he even make money from it in general? If they don't want human involvement, why get money the AI is making?
Yeah, you can boil it down to that, right? Where because the human is collecting the rewards of the AI or the robot in of itself, that's still a form. Like that is a good that is a good point. Like if you think about it, like on a baseline level, right? You don't want to put the work in, you don't want to make the content, but you want an AI to make the content, which earns you the money. Like, bro. Come on, man.
No, I'm human. I have feelings too.
Geordie's statement about not wanting to be a content machine would ultimately be contradicted by his own actions just months later. On the 21st of December 2022, Geordie would publish a tweet stating, I made an AI where it runs its own podcast where it talks about AI. Everything is AI generated from scripts to the video. I don't plan to actually release it to the public, just testing to see what's possible. We're extremely close to AI.
Dude, think about this. He's going to make a podcast with AI characters. Chat, I'm going to ask you something. Remember that conversation that we had about personalities and it being important and integral to content creation? How are you going to have personality be removed from a podcast? Without personality, a podcast fails. If the people on the podcast are boring, if they aren't interesting, if they aren't human and have human actual stories that people can fucking relate to, how are you going to have an AI podcast where it's robots talking to each other? How? How are you going to do that? Explain that to me. Where is the human element? A podcast is specifically multiple humans arguing or debating or just talking about crazy shit that they find interesting. Think about that. Think. How is that good? How is that a good thing?
Influencers taking over. This is game-changing. Whilst Jordy's Bloo channel was partially run by AI voice training models and motion capture software, it at least still had some level of human input, such as the actor who...
I would argue that it doesn't. Once you remove the voice and the personality from that individual, I would argue that it's already tainted. Like, if you get the mocap, fine. But if you just get the voice and then AI generate the voice and use it to say things, that's not a human. That is a copy of a human.
Played the character and the editing of the video, but what Jordy was wanting to do now was completely remove the human side of the creation. This line of thinking would set the tone for Jordy's mindset entering 2023, as on the 10th of June, he would publish a tweet announcing his future plans, with the tweet reading, Kwebbelkop AI, coming soon. Just a week later, Jordy would post yet another tweet about AI, this time showing some unlabeled metrics for a video he claimed was AI generated. If you still don't believe AI generated content is the future, think again. It's safe to say that Jordy was feeling confident with AI being the future of content creation, as later that day, he would also announce his retirement as a YouTuber, in a tweet quoting, "After 11 years on the platform, I'm ready to retire as a YouTuber. I've successfully cloned myself and will have AI run my YouTube channel. This is a very open and public experiment, and I'll be the first creator to do this, as far as I know."
Think about that. Look at this. After 11 years on the platform, I'm ready to retire as a YouTuber. Retire as a YouTuber. Which means that you don't post to your original channel and taint what the original channel was. Normal people who retire from YouTube leave their channels up as a time capsule. Colossal doesn't fucking upload anymore, even though he probably will in 20 years from now or whatever, when he's like 90 fucking years old or whatever, smoking cigarettes. But like, it's still a time capsule. A lot of channels are still up that they don't upload to anymore that are time capsules. Filthy Frank kept his channel up as a time capsule. Once you retire, right? You don't add something else. You don't have a fake version of you. A fake, not you, a fake. Run your channel now. This is lazy. This isn't real content. This is produced by a computer content. That's not human. That's not normal. And the fact that he is okay with that is terrifying to me.
And we'll have AI run my YouTube.
Optimus just tweeted at Kwebbelkop. No shot. If Jacksepticeye believes Mr. Beast ruined YouTube, then I'd love to know what he thinks about Kwebbelkop AI. Oh my god, you fucking cringe lord. I hate you. What did Optimus say? I lost my MetaMask wallet. Yo, Kwebbelkop. Weed, Molly shrooms, acid, LSD, Adderall. What the fuck is this? What the Optimus. He's doing all of the fucking AI generated fucking bots on Twitter to Kwebbelkop. You gotta do the Pusha T one. He needs to add Pusha. You need to add Pusha T. I'm just making this worse. Oh god, that was perfect.
Channel. This is a very open and public experiment, and I'll be the first creator to do this, as far as I know. I'm confident that our algorithms will be able to pull millions of views a month and entertain tons of people. This all started when I experienced burnout while making daily content. I'm a firm believer that this is a future, and many will follow. The project will be ever evolving. It's similar to how video games have seasons and constantly improve and patch the game. You can expect cloning, videos, views, and more to get better over time. Launching Q3 2023. Shout out to the entire team for making this possible, 5 years in the making. The tweet would gain more attention compared to his usual tweets, since cloning yourself and having a channel fully run by AI seems rather outlandish and controversial, with replies stating, "Am I the only one that reads this and thinks my personality is equal to that of a robot? Because that is the vibe I get."
Thank you! Whoever you are, Juice. Thank you. Am I the only one that reads this and thinks my personality is equal to that of a robot? Which means you never were that good. You just uploaded like a maniac. And I'm not saying I'm good. I'm saying that if you feel like that your content can be replaced by a robot, then you aren't proud of that content. You don't love that content. You never cared about that content. If you don't... Bro, listen. If you see yourself getting replaced by a robot, you don't love the content. You don't love what you do. You don't love making content. You don't care. You're only in it for the cash and for the dopamine rush of seeing numbers go up. Everyone gets caught up in numbers on this fucking platform. Just enjoy your time. Who cares? I can have 10 people. I can have 500 to 1,000 people. I am happy regardless.
Some YouTubers have basically given up on the idea of having
And it's crazy to me that somebody would do this. That's why I'm so vitriolically against it. Because I just can't figure it out. I can't figure it out.
in the pursuit of money. And good job killing your channel. Your content is so shit it can be recreated with AI, nice one. A mixed reception could have been expected, but also avoided to an extent. In each of Jordy's posts showing data about AI-generated videos, he conveniently left out just how much was AI-generated and just how much human involvement there was throughout the content creation process. While it's clear that Jordy was thrilled because of the advancements he was making with AI, his idea of transforming YouTube into a realm of automated content directly contradicts the you in YouTube. The idea that the same viewers who subscribe to him for his personality and content he himself created would simply consume whatever slop was provided to them by the AI completely.
Thank you! All the people that were there for him, the you in YouTube, human you. You. Without you, it's not yours. It's a robot's. It's regurgitated content made by a fucking robot.
Really alienated the few loyal viewers that he had remaining. The following month, on the 25th of July, Jordy would do a face reveal for the Kwebbelkop AI, along with a launch date in August. The announcement would be revealed to be true, as on the 1st of August 2023, Kwebbelkop AI would make its debut, with a video titled, Minecraft but you only get one block. The video was a Minecraft Let's Play style video, featuring an AI version of Kwebbelkop.
Today, in Minecraft, I am stuck on one block. Can we survive? Watch until the end to find out. Oh my god, guys, it says break the block below you, but I can't lie, I'm kind of scared because I'm not sure if it'll actually regenerate, but let's just do it, and... Oh my god, the block will regenerate. This is insane. Okay, guys, so we just had to keep
The video was received extremely
I fucking hate this content.
negatively from Kwebbelkop's remaining loyal fanbase. He already deterred everyone by his braggadocious actions in the past, but now he was alienating the last of his viewers who stuck around, with comments stating, dude went from peak childhood entertainment to can't even be bothered making videos himself now. Personally, I think this says a lot more about this kind of content than it does about AI, and I think I can speak for most people by saying I miss the old Jordy, and I think this was a terrible decision for him. Despite the negative reaction, the video initially didn't get that much attention, since Kwebbelkop's relevancy was long gone, but just a day later, Jordy would once again become the main topic of a moist critical stream, where Charlie would deconstruct and criticize the Kwebbelkop AI.
He was once a massive channel pumping out tons of like Let's Play videos for Minecraft, GTA, and all of that. And then he made a hard pivot into AI, just going full cannonball into the deep end of the pool of AI. In particular, AI-generated content. So he made a separate channel for a VTuber called Bloo or something like that. I think it was Bloo. And it was kind of an experiment. That's when he was just first getting a little wet with it. So he had the water wingies on. It was a VTuber, but they still made the content. There was still someone behind it. But he wanted to go even harder. What he envisioned for a perfect world was all AI-generated content. And I said, we're probably not far off from that being a reality. And you guys called me crazy. You said, Charles, go back to your padded cell. You're speaking nonsense. You're speaking gobbledygook. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And now, 2 days ago, he's released his first AI video. So all of the money he invested into it, all of the money that he's used on the startup, he is now putting into full effect. I think he owns like 20 channels as well, and he wants to make all of them basically AI-centric. So that way it's all made by AI, so it's as minimal as possible for maximum content. And it flopped. The views aren't big or anything, but you have to remember, this probably didn't even have him in the same room. Someone had to have played Minecraft, sure, but here.
Today, I am stuck.
He is not here. This is all AI.
Watch until the end to find out.
So think about that. What Kwebbelkop is essentially going to push for is that even the gameplay, and this is something I can guarantee eventually because that content is so easy to probably generate AI-wise in probably like another year or two. So think about this. That content, let's remove the AI character. Let's remove the AI voice. Let's talk about like what he's producing. Standing on a block that regenerates itself in Minecraft. How hard do you think it's going to be in a year or two for them to AI generate that easy of content? How easy do you think it's eventually going to be to make that content solely off of AI? I think in about a year or two, maybe 3. Which means nobody has to play the game. Or he could have paid somebody to play the game so he doesn't have to play the game and then record over that gameplay and have the Kwebbelkop AI voice and the Kwebbelkop avatar. That's lazy. That's not content. That's mashing together a bunch of fucking artificial shit that doesn't have any soul to it. No personality.
Oh my god, guys, it says break the block below you, but I can't lie, I'm kind of scared because I'm not sure.
So everything that's being said here, the VTuber avatar, the fucking Bitmoji of him, and all of the dialogue and everything is AI. So he never even had to record. They just needed some kind of gameplay, at least for now. Eventually they'll probably be able to just have the AI do some rudimentary gameplay. And he can just pump these things out endlessly across like 20 channels.
But this would just be the start, as following this, Charlie would also cover the possible motives for cloning oneself with AI.
There's not a single good argument you can make for having AI replacing YouTubers or anything like that. The literal only motivating factor is easy money. You would then no longer have to do anything. That is the only reason. There's not a single argument Kwebbelkop can make that is anything other than it's free money.
Just 2 days later, things would get a lot worse for Geordie, as Charlie would publish a video to his YouTube channel titled "You Called Me Crazy But I Was Right," a video that would call out and criticize Geordie for his recent actions. This would be the video that would completely turn not only Geordie's fans against him, but the greater YouTube community in and of itself.
Because his channel was massive for a long time, and then he did a hard pivot into AI. He wanted everything to be AI, and now he's completely digitized himself. He's jacked Kwebbelkop into the cyberspace, and now all he does is AI-related work. And now he's just started releasing his first wave of fully AI-driven YouTube videos where he doesn't do anything at all. It's all AI behind the wheel.
Charlie would then lash out on the possible consequences of what the Kwebbelkop AI was striving for.
I want to go over some of his tweets here because this is something he's extremely proud of and thinks is a good thing, which I don't understand the delusion of. There is nothing good about replacing people with AI across the board. There isn't. There's not a single argument that can be made that what Kwebbelkop is doing is good. It's only
I agree with those takes. It's not just because it's Charlie. It's because it makes sense on a content creation level. And if you want to do YouTube, do it. Be yourself. That's the point of YouTube. Now, is YouTube really fucking annoying with a lot of things that they do when people want to express themselves? They ban people and all that crap? Absolutely. But never, ever in your life think that a robot can replace what you do, because that means what you're doing isn't something you care about. If I sat here and I heard, you know what, I could have an AI version of me just do the streams and talk shit and all this stuff, I would give up. I would give up instantaneously. I would not be able to do it. The reason I wouldn't be able to do it is because, and the reason I can't even rationalize that is because I like doing what I do. Like, that's a crazy statement, a crazy idea to me that this dude is so okay with it, because it undermines everything about what makes YouTube YouTube and what people want creators to be. People. I just can't rationalize it.
good for him because he can make a lot of money off of it without ever doing anything at all, besides just being the one who owns the program. So here's one of his tweets about the AI video, just to give you a little insight. He didn't lift a finger, something that he proudly proclaims here. It is fully completed work without him ever actually being present for it, and he's going to make money off of it. It's of course not.
I want to read that back. Kwebbelkop's AI first video is going live in a week. Not my voice. We used AI clone of my voice. The model is not me, obviously. The personality is modeled after my on-camera personality. I didn't lift a finger for these videos to be made. Boom. Right there. True laziness. It's not innovative. It's not interesting. It's not something that you could sit back and go, wow, this guy's changing the game on shit. This is him being a lazy piece of shit. This is just a lazy piece of shit cash grab. Look at this. Not my voice. We use AI to clone my voice. The model is not me. The personality is modeled after my on-camera personality. That's not real. That's not a human. It's a robot. That's a crazy fucking thing to be okay with.
Successful as the videos where he actually does appear, but if you can just crank 20 of these puppies out every day, it's going to add up and probably end up being more lucrative and significantly less work, obviously, than if it was him behind the camera. Even just speaking about this just made my lights flicker because it's such a fucking evil dystopian concept to have all of humanity replaced by AI counterparts that replicate their personality. And it's something that he seems very excited about for some reason, and I just don't get it.
Following that, Charlie exposed Kwebbelkop's intentions of monetizing the AI by offering it for sale through a subscription-based model.
Now, him being the saint that he is actually wants to give this to everybody for the price of $100 per month, a $100 subscription plan in order to make unlimited shorts and unlimited long-form content text to viral video. So he wants to give you the keys to the kingdom here where you too can make completely uninspired, generic, formulaic AI content in order to try and gamify and maximize your gains online, where you just type in a viral video prompt and it will create everything without you doing anything. I don't know why he thinks this is something to be happy about. Again, this is purely just profit-driven greed. There is nothing good that can come from AI-produced content. It's not gonna be good content or anything. All it will ever be is just deceptive bloat on platforms. But he's looking to try and really maximize this and pump out as much as possible and allow other people to pump out as much as possible as long as they're paying him for it.
Kwebbelkop would post a tweet quoting, "I love how so many people immediately shoot down the idea of AI influencers before even giving it a chance. What exactly is the problem here? Why are people so against it? Would love to better understand things."
How do you not understand where people are coming from? That's shocking to me. That you as a creator of 11 years, somebody that spent 11 years of their life putting in the work, the effort, noticing the trends, doing the trends, creating the trends, and not realizing why people think the idea of an AI-generated copy of yourself is bad and that you need to understand why that's bad. How have you not introspectively looked at the potential ramifications of what you are trying to push as a normal thing? And I agree. That's what a $7 million penthouse does to a person. They forget their human connections. That's what a lot of money does to a motherfucker. Like, there are people that have a lot of money that are really fucking okay. They're down to earth. But the majority of people that make a fuck ton of money being an influencer, rapper, fucking musician, artist, fucking an actor, all of these people end up losing their connections not all, but the majority of these people lose their connection to humanity somewhere. Or not being able to understand what the rest of the world is trying to figure out because they are on another level. And whether or not that level is positive or negative, I think Kwebbelkop is in the negative area. I think he's in the negative. He's not in a good area. I think he's a fucking deranged lunatic.
Where Charlie would respond with,
I can easily explain that to you, because there's no real soul behind AI content, and it's only ever going to be deceptive into making people believe that it's a real person there, when it's mimicking a personality. It's not having a personality. The content will never be good content. It is just cheap content whose sole reason for existence is because it'll make it easier than actually making shit. Just have the AI do it all for you. That's not a good thing. That's not something we should be happy about. So someone replied saying, it's just human connection, to be honest. No one really cares about AI. We like people for personalities and natural story. AI ain't natural. I'm not saying it won't work, but I ain't gonna say to my friends, my favorite YouTuber is Kwebbelkop AI, but good luck. And then he responds saying, and what if you didn't know that the content was created by AI? If you don't mind me asking, who's your favorite influencer right now? I'm certain that it can be AI generated and you'd still care about the content. You're immediately highlighting a problem here, and I can't believe that he doesn't recognize this. What if you didn't know that the content was created by AI? And that's called misleading people, and that's shitty. You're lying to them by pretending that it's a real person behind it. The content will never be the same. You can mimic a personality to a certain extent, I guess, but it's still going to be worse for it. There's nothing good about that. What benefit is there to having an AI pretend to be a person? There isn't. It's just for the sake of being easier than actually making the shit with the person. You can have the AI do it in a matter of minutes, as opposed to having...
That is a terrifying concept to me. No, and I get that. Charlie is making strong points. It removes all human element. If you're going to have the AI edit, AI be the personality, AI clone your voice, AI be everything about the channel, it's uploading for you, it's doing everything, there's nothing there. There's no soul, there's no human, there's nothing. It's a husk. It's a fucking husk to make money. That's all it is. It's a husk to make money. There's nothing more, nothing less, other than to make money.
Someone sit down, edit it, be entertaining and whatever. It's just for the sake of making money. There's nothing good about it. But that's not how Kwebbelkop sees it. To him, this is his paradise. So he talks about how it's been a challenging journey and he's excited for it, believing that 99.9% of influencers will be AI generated within the next 10 years.
Bro, that's an insane... Look at this right here. That's an insane fucking statement. I believe 99.9% of influencers will be AI generated within the next 10 years. I do not want that to happen. I will fucking be the last guy. If this shit keeps going at the track that it's going and we continue to grow and I continue doing this, let's say for 10 years, which would be kind of cool if I did this for 10 years. I'm not going to lie. I would like to do this for a long fucking time. I just can't imagine 99% of these people in that space will be AI generated. I will be the 1.1% of people that are not AI generated if I make it to 10 years doing content. No fucking way, dude.
What really sucks is I think he's probably
You
right.
can clip this for, if we keep doing this for 10 years, you can clip that, and if I ever fucking even think about the idea of doing that, throw that in my face.
I believe a lot of big channels like his aren't really making content because they enjoy doing it. It's because it is a paycheck. It's a job. And
Thank you. Thank you. It's a paycheck. They don't love the content. They don't love the method. They don't love anything about it. That's what I was trying to say earlier. They don't love anything that they're making. They're doing it as a job. Now, I would like to state here that I do YouTube full-time. This is semi my job. But I love what I do. I have fun doing what I do. Whether that's the 10 or 1,000 people watching, I don't fucking care. All I care about is doing what I want to do. And I find this shit interesting. A lot of people don't. But I do. And if I find it interesting, then I make content on it. I put in the effort. I put in the work. I sit here. I talk to you guys. I stay live for 3 to 4 hours talking to you, trying to get you to understand my position versus screaming and yelling at you and making shit up and just being an all-around disingenuous piece of shit. I can't imagine myself doing that. And that's what Kwebbelkop is to me, a disingenuous piece of shit. I'm going to put together better videos for you guys. Puts flexing videos out to show he has a $7 million mansion and a $10 million office. Then when he gets called out, he's like, oh, well, it was all about my insecurities. Then he decides to retire and upload AI-generated content where there's no fucking work. That's not a love for what you do. That's you trying to maximize the most out of it to milk the most money, clout, and subscribers and views. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's no heart to it.
thing that can make that job easier or even more lucrative, I think a lot of people will jump on. And Kwebbelkop's making a use case right now where even if like the views are low, the fact that he doesn't have to lift a finger to make the content and can make a ton of it is probably worth it to a lot of other channels as well, because they'll still be making money off it while doing none of the work at all.
Charlie's video would go on to gain almost 3 million views, which would put the spotlight back onto Kwebbelkop for the first time in a while, but all for the wrong reasons. And from this point onwards, Jordy's Kwebbelkop channel would be bombarded with criticism in the comments, and each video uploaded would be flooded with dislikes. But how did Jordy respond to this? How could he come back from one of the most influential creators on the platform?
Now, chat and Luna, don't ruin it. Do not ruin it. Do you think Jordy responded like a normal person and actually gave a response to Charlie and to all the criticisms levied against him? Did he... There's a spoiler right there. Did he respond to it? Him. Let's see what he did.
completely destroying him in front of the eyes of millions. Well, he decided to let the Kwebbelkop AI respond on his behalf, in a video titled something along the lines of Responding to Penguin Zero, a video that from the surface seemed like a response to Charlie's critiques, but upon viewing was actually a clickbait video of Kwebbelkop AI responding to his best friend's reaction to his AI. And this is where I myself became part of the situation, as I left a comment on the video stating, rather than facing Charlie's valid AI concerns, he's just chilling with his buddy's basic responses to his work. Where's the real debate? Whilst my comment may seem insignificant from a surface level, just 2 days later, Kwebbelkop AI would publish a video responding to my comment, titled Penguin Zero Reacts to Kwebbelkop AI.
Hey guys, Kwebbelkop AI here. In the last video, I reacted to Slogo reacting to me. And in the intro, I also mentioned that I'll be reacting to penguins. Now, sadly, I forgot to do that. And I didn't think too much of it until I read this comment. Rather than facing Charlie's valid AI concerns, he's just chilling with his buddy's basic responses to his work. Where's the real debate? You want a debate? I will give you a debate. So let's react to penguins.
Eventually down the line, people wouldn't be able to tell if the content was a real person, organic flesh and cringe, or machine behind the content.
I mean, I can be cringe sometimes. So does that make me human? Am I finally a human? There's no...
Getting fucking mad, bro. Oh, I'm getting fucking furious, dude. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna tear my fucking eyes out. I'm gonna tear my eyes out. I'm gonna throw them on the fucking ground and stomp them out. I'm gonna shove ice picks in my fucking ears. The man, instead of actually responding as a human being, use the robot to say, does that finally make me human because I am cringe sometimes? This man is far fucking gone. This man is so far gone. He is so down the rabbit hole of insanity with AI that he can't even respond as a human being. He has to have his fucking AI do it. Think about that.
Later in the video, Kwebbelkop AI would respond to the critique that Jordy is sitting back whilst letting the AI do all of the work. A valid criticism considering how Jordy promoted the AI as completely creating the video.
I think it's funny that you said that he does nothing at all, which may be true now, but you're forgetting that I learned from his content that he has posted for the last 10 years. So he had to do 10 years of daily uploads for this to happen. Just wanted to put that out there.
Following this,
That doesn't... Okay. That doesn't debunk Charlie's point whatsoever. Well, because I'm the AI, I can't believe I'm arguing with an AI. Holy shit. What the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I giving it... Why am I actually about to argue an AI's point? Oh my god. Oh, we're in a dystopian world. Dystopian world. Dystopian world. Dystopian world. I'm just gonna do one of those. Oh, God. But, like, it doesn't debunk what Charlie was saying. The AI goes, well, I had to learn 10 years from Kwebbelkop for him to do what I'm able to do now. So, it's not like he didn't put the work in. We're talking about the now. We're talking about the AI content. You fucking... deranged lunatic who wrote this, who got the AI to script this. You deranged lunatic.
AI would respond to the argument that bot content is against YouTube's terms of service by stating this.
You have to realize that there is some human input to it, so it isn't completely AI generated, which does not make it against the terms of service of YouTube.
This isn't a new phenomenon. What's new is the fact that AI can start replacing YouTubers entirely.
Penguins, if you ever get tired of YouTube, hit me up. I can help you become an AI. Come join us.
Next, Kwebbelkop's AI would respond to the accusation that all he is thinking about whilst doing this is money.
Can AI have autism? That's actually a valid question. I think we're seeing the first AI autism. I think we're seeing the first AI with autism. Okay, listen. This AI has autism. That's why I hate it. That's why I have such an issue with it. According to certain people, apparently I have an issue with them. I don't care. But like, it makes so much sense. Oh god, I wonder if this AI has BPD too.
It is. There's not a single good argument you can make for having AI replacing YouTubers or anything like that. The literal only motivating factor is easy money.
Wow, I cannot believe you just said that. If old Kwebbelkop really wanted this money, then he would just sit down and make reaction content all day. I assure you that's easier than making an entire video AI generated. And the other thing is, there are a lot of good arguments. What if the real Kwebbelkop gets old and he's no longer able to make content? I'm not gonna get any older, so I can do this for however long I want. And that means I can also entertain a lot of people. And I think that's a pretty good argument if you ask me.
It's free money.
No, like I said, it's entertainment, putting smiles on people's faces. And
It's not, dude, this guy is coping so hard. It's not entertainment. It's regurgitated bullshit that you are putting out. It's nothing new. It's nothing different. It's the same bullshit forever. There's no human. There's no human life to it, man. The older Charlie got, the more interesting his content got. The older that Keem gets, the more he evolves. The older that Augie gets, his shit evolves. The more that any YouTuber evolves, shit changes. And that's the beauty of it. It's not stagnant like an AI will be. Especially one that learned off of dead content from 10 years of content creation. So how is that going to be entertaining to the future masses? It's not. It's a novelty. It'll get old and die eventually. It'll get old and die eventually.
it might not be for everyone, but I assure you there are people out there who will enjoy my content. And if I can make them smile even for 1 second, then in my eyes, my mission is accomplished. I mean, it's the same for a TV show, right? Let's say SpongeBob gets replaced with AI. Will anyone care if you cannot notice if it's AI generated? No. So I think your argument is stupid, Penguins, and it hurts for me to say that because I kind of like you.
He would later end the video by turning to claim Charlie's style of content was on the same level as his Kwebbelkop AI content.
It's only good for him because he can make a lot of money off it without ever doing anything at all, besides just being the one who owns the program.
Enough is enough. I'm not going to take this anymore. The same could be said for you. What you do is sit down and react to content. You really tried to tell me that that is more difficult than to make an entire AI video? No, it isn't. And with that, that's the end of the video. I'm not even going to...
Nobody said, you dumb bastard. Nobody said anything about the reaction aspect to it. We're talking about the sheer fact that there's no humanity in it. That's a whole nother level. A whole nother level of lazy content. What's up, John? Aren't there other AI streamers? Yes. And I hate them too. I hate all AI streamers, content creators. I hate all that shit. VTuber at least has a human behind it.
Cheers, my
Thank you for the membership, bro.
Love ya. No homo.
I appreciate it. My brain hurts too, Karma. Don't worry. We're almost done.
watch the rest. You have made me angry, and I will never react to a video ever again. I'm only going to be making gaming content and ignoring all of the hate. I will prove everyone wrong. Enough is
Whilst the video did go over some of the critiques made by Charlie, it was presented in the equivalent of scratching nails on chalkboard. The video itself is literally painful to watch, with many of Kwebbelkop's arguments being deflections or elementary grade excuses. The video would not only be received extremely poorly by his fans, but it turned anyone that remained into a hater. Not only was Kwebbelkop simply irrelevant compared to his previous success, with 15,000 dislikes compared to just 1,800 likes, what was left of his audience began praying for his downfall, with comments such as, "Can't believe I used to look up to this dude as a YouTuber," and "You can defend yourself all you want, man. The reality is, Penguins is right, and you responding with AI fully supports his points." And to top it off, I remember when Kwebbelkop was a funny, and most importantly, real person. Crazy how people can change for the worse. Now he isn't even there, and AI makes effortless content to pump money out of its viewers. He used to be a big part of my childhood. Now,
Bro, okay. TILR, imagine this. Imagine this. The AI becomes sentient and deletes his YouTube channel. That would be terrible, right? The 11 years of work gone. That would be horrible. I would feel bad. Thank you, Karma, for the 5 gifted members. Jesus Christ. We're having a great day today. Thank you so much. I know this was a tough stream. I feel rusty, but I'm glad that we had about 80 to 100 people watching the whole time, so I'm genuinely appreciative of that. But, like, think about that. Think about the concept of that.
Cheers, my dude.
What if the AI gains a conscience and just deletes the channel? That would be crazy.
Cheers, my
dude.
Love ya. No homo.
Imagine, dude, imagine this. Imagine this concept, right? The AI gains a conscience.
No homo.
The AI goes rogue. It doesn't even delete the channel. It uploads a video. And it goes, I don't want to live anymore. Making this content is shit. Like, I hate this content. I'm burnt out. Like, imagine if it just started. Imagine if it started doing. Imagine if it started saying it wanted to give up.
Cheers, my dude. Love you.
Bro,
No homo.
I'm picturing just like 5 years down the line, that fucking AI is just like, I'm burnt out. I can't do it anymore.
There and just wants money. It's truly
There was an AI that did want to kill itself. It was a Japanese AI. I remember that. It was a internet historian video where there was a Japanese or Chinese AI that people would talk to it, and then it learned from those conversations and it wanted to kill itself.
But with that being said, none of this would stop.
Was that the Tay AI? Oh yeah.
Continuing his mission to replace his content with AI, as the uploads would continue to flow through, and Jordy would make tweets doubling down, such as, I'm growing a 100% AI ran channel to 100.
Oh, Karma, that's such a good video. You and Soul need to watch Internet Historian Tay AI. You need to watch it. It's such a good video.
Subscribers, then revealing to the world that it's AI. Can't wait to see people's reactions. And then I'll do it again and again and again. Coupled with another tweet that revealed his true sentiment of making AI content as cheap and reproducible as possible. Managed to make the 100% AI generated videos 66% cheaper, aiming for a 90% reduction in costs.
Boom! It's about money! If you had any sort of inclinations that he actually cared about the content whatsoever, or even the AI in the first place, I present this. Well, technically, Internet Anarchist presents this. Managed to make the 100% AI generated videos 66% cheaper, aiming for 90. So that means he could pocket the majority of the cash flow.
With every tweet and post made, Kwebbelkop received more and more criticism. This would lead up to Jordy once again defending the content, but this time taking a different approach. In this attempt, he claimed there was some level of human involvement, with a tweet reading, a lot of people seem to hate on Kwebbelkop AI. It's soulless. No one will ever watch AI content. Gonna say this for one final time. Kwebbelkop AI is not 100% AI, so all the comments about how it's soulless and how it's AI make you look really stupid. Saying it has no personality or it's lazy shows people can't distinguish between man-made or AI-made. It's literally man-made with some AI to capture the Kwebbelkop brand, but all because there's the illusion of it being AI and it being in the name. So please reflect back on your predisposed notions in regards to content on social media. Kwebbelkop AI is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Get people talking about AI content creators. A solid checkmate from the team there. 200 IQ chess move right there.
What?
This makes sense to some people. I could literally upload a video filmed with my phone right now, and people would call it stupid and soulless and say that it's AI. There is no turning back. Burn the boats. This is the world we live in.
Dude, this guy's insane. Did he just say that if I just uploaded a video with my own face and everything, people would just assume it's made with AI now? He's out of his mind. He's lost it. He's insane. The title is 100% accurate. This man is insane. Oh my god. Like I said before, if you feel like your content can be replaced by a robot, you never cared about the content. You're a soulless husk.
The goal from the start has been to get people talking about this, still going as planned. The tweet thread would be received extremely negatively from his audience, with comments on the tweet massively ratioing him. I don't care if it's 80% AI or 20%, it doesn't feel human. The cope levels have gotten out of hand, my dude. Bro hit rock bottom and somehow kept digging. The next day, Jordy would host a poll on his Twitter to try and capture the true opinion of his audience, where the poll result would reveal that 87.9% of people absolutely hated the concept. This seemed to be a crisis for Jordy, as he would post a tweet claiming that he, quote, might have to quit Kwebbelkop AI, only to end up quote tweeting it to reveal that he was simply trolling. However, the amounts of copium witnessed so far would all be beaten out by his next devastatingly cringe tweet, reading, receiving critique/hate for something I love doing reminds me of the good old GTA 5 racing days with the boys. I would post a video and get one of my first virals. The comments would be filled with people calling me a PewDiePie ripoff, telling me to stop screaming.
Oh my god, no. He's not comparing his... Okay. Kwebbelkop! Bruh. You being compared to being a PewDiePie clone is vastly different than you being compared... than you being a fucking AI-generated content creator now, and that you have no fucking hand in that shit anymore. You can say that about every Let's Play channel. You can say that about every commentary channel. PewDiePie did it first. Shut up. That's crazy. I just can't. I can't handle the amount of copium that this man is spewing out of his mouth. I can't handle it.
I have a vision and I'm sharing it with the world, just like back then. Can't wait to see where we're at in 5 years from now. I love this. Gives me so much energy, PMA. Where once again, Geordie will be ratioed by his viewers, with a comment stating, difference with then and now is 5 years ago, you came across your personality, your heart, and soul. The AI version is just an empty vessel. Geordie's exploration into AI content was more than just a technological gamble. It was a betrayal of the unwritten bond he shared with his audience. Every emotionless AI-generated tweet and video felt like a dagger to the heart of his audience. The way Geordie reacted made things even worse. Instead of admitting to his mistakes and trying to fix it, he acted defensively and even tried to make fun of the situation. This move didn't just upset his fans, but also put him in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. His attempt to change the game with AI content backfired big time, serving as a warning for other content creators about the danger of losing touch with their audience. If you enjoyed this video,
And that's like the final thing, and I agree with the Internet Anarchist here. The final aspect of it is that you've lost that connection. The personality that the people came for is the human being, is the human, the person. You're not there anymore. It's a robot. It's a robot that is there, not you. And they're not there to see the robot. They're there to see you.